there was an investigation at the site of the mass murder, right? A place that is normal people call Saint Maccabeus Hill. And 15 bodies, approximately 15 bodies were reconstituted. 10 people scattered, survived the mass murder, the mayhem. 5 ended up in a psychiatric hospital forever. And 5 others somewhat recall. There were witnesses. And the militia, I've learned recently that the police wasn't called the police in Soviet Union because it was the people's militia. It wasn't the police, the government, the state police. It was the people's militia. It was called the actual name was the peasant and workers militia. Oh, cute. So the militia led an investigation and started to interrogate the locals and all that and whatnot. And your name came up, Alek. And you were called to the militia's precinct in Bialystok just to answer a couple questions, like, you know, you were seen there and they wanted to know, you know, to have your witnessing accounts, you know, how do you call, you know? So, man, you thought, you know, you're going to be playing along, you know, just you know, saying something, just whatever lie, whatever, you know. They were just calling for eyewitnesses, and you were listed. So not going would have been weird. When you showed up there, that's why I said it's a bit formatted for you, but it's what you deserve. You went there and well, they brought you somewhere downstairs, you know, somewhere weird. They throw you in a room. They closed the door. And they left you with your new best friend, the chair. And you spent a couple hours alone there, cooking. And although you're a minor, yeah, you're technically what, 14 still? They didn't seem really to pay much attention to that when they handled you, you know, they push you there. Well, you've obviously been somewhat tricked in there. It's not what you'd expected, you know, because you saw people queuing, you know, at the precinct. You know, either, you know, locals from Bialowiejska, the closest village, or possibly, you know, you recognize from afar a face or two, you know, that there was Marek and Kasia. They survived, those two hippies. So, but everyone was coming and going out. You know, it was just like some kind of routine. They were just taking people's accounts, you know, and accounts of what happened, what not. Where are you in your mind? Where are you in your head? Where are you in your body? I think you are at what rage are you at? You're still very high, I think now. No, because that you are at one rage. You're at one rage. You can shapeshift. You exited Krynos, so you're down to one rage.
That was a few days ago. Would he have held up the moon at all?
If you want to,
He like rage back.
Mm-hmm. You can have up to up to 3, from between 1 and 3. Your pick. What's up with you?
We'll go for it. I think his mind will be on his mother. He hasn't found her yet after what happened. And he's also just very tense right now. Probably ready at like snap of the finger to force his way out of here if it came to that. Maybe like a little like deeper down, he's kind of mad he didn't get all the hippies.
Any form of conscience?
It's like, does he feel regret for what he did?
Does he?
I don't think so, because like he asked these people for help because he was like kidnapped, and then they like ignored him. I think, did they even like tell his kidnappers about it? I don't really think he feels regret over what he did.
Okay. 3 militia officers enter the room in gray uniforms. They handcuff you to the chair. A KGB officer enters the room. In a nice electric blue uniform with his massive cap. He takes down his cap. He sits down in a near the door. There, he brings in another chair. He sits, across his leg. He lights a cigarette. Says nothing. The 3 men just raptor around you, like, you know. They seem very eager to hurt you. One of them tears your shirt off your top, revealing the spiral branding on your chest. And they are whatever captain, so don't know, whatever, their leader, the leader of the militia, the most, you know, what do you call it? You know, a nice, really cherry color skin, you know, like very these small cherries, you know. He's super red. He's teeming with anger, and he hasn't slept for ages, and he's in a bad mood. The others are snarling. The KGB guy is just quietly watching. And the captain, whatever, says, "What is this mark? What is this mark branded on your chests? Huh? Little cunt? Are you a cultist? Are you part of a cult? You're a satanist? You're a satanist, aren't you?"
I was kidnapped by the people at the what the locals call it. Mount what?
Saint Maccabeus Hill?
St. Maccabeus Hill. Yeah, I'll say that. I was kidnapped by the cultists at St. Maccabeus Hill.
Hear that, lads? Boy was kidnapped. Oh boy. Look at those hands, those fingers. Do you wash? Fucking weirdo. 14 years old, that is. You thought the people don't care for their own? You thought the people can be lured by kids like you into a death trap? Who do you work for? He kicks the chair. Who are these people you work for? Who is Renate Mugloj? Who is Valk Luther? Wagner Czerwonicy, Damian Jagier, rings a bell?
Dude, do you think that should ring a bell?
The only name you recognize is Renate. Renate Mugloj.
She's one of the Black Arrow dancers.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, Renate, she was one of the people that kidnapped me.
It's good, lads. This sneaky. Oh, who brought you up like that? What a shame. Mother must be such a pain. Oh my god. Tell us the truth. You're a bloody anarchist, aren't you? You're lucky there is no more gulag in this day and age. Don't worry, we've got you covered, kiddo. You think because you're a kid you have immunity? He kicks at the chair. The party doesn't care what age a terrorist can be. You'll soon spill the beans, little rotten piece of shit. There's a couple...
You're calling me a terrorist?
Oh, but yes, you are.
You're saying a 14-year-old murdered 15 people?
You're the bait.
15...
Little...
The bait?
You're the bait, shite. Yes. You stink.
You know what I say? They killed themselves. I was there when they kidnapped me. I was there at those hippies, those communists, or those Democrats. Watched as I got burned with a rod. I saw they took drugs. You know, I say they killed themselves. Filthy Western sympathizers.
Look, let me make it very clear for you. There's a couple people out there, yeah? People you care for, who may have to suffer badly if you don't tell us the truth. Alright? Who the fuck are you? We know you partook in the mass murder of those innocent people. We know you're in it. We know you're in on it. You lured them into that trap so that your pals could cut them into pieces. You like to see people cut in pieces? Then let's try something. Yeah, let's try. Can cut a piece of you? Oh lad, I got an idea. He looks at the KGB officer who's cracking a second cigarette already. Let's try and cut a piece of you every time you refuse to answer another question, shall we? Then the KGB officer stands up. He puts on his hat. And with a cigarette in his mouth, in the corner of his mouth, adjusting his gloves. I believe the workers and peasants militia has been decent and courteous so far. And I've got to say I'm convinced that their latest offer is a terrific one, my boy. But I also think that these civil men are somewhat wasting their time here with the devil like you. Anarchists like you deserve special treatment. And I will be glad to release my comrades here and take things in my hand from now on. Gentlemen, I thank you for your contribution. I'll take it from here. You are dismissed. The militia leaves the place. The door just clangs. The boots walk around you. The militia are some of our best people. Exemplary citizens, trusty comrades. But I do not think that they see or understand the whole picture here. Or particularly that they are dealing with what they are dealing with, you know, they don't get it. Now, one last time, who are you? Or may I say, what are you?
I'm just a kid who was kidnapped and ran away. I don't know what happened at that hill.
An anarchist? You are.
My father is in the army. He's an officer.
Oh, we know.
I'm no anarchist.
Oh, we know. He's in trouble, thanks to you. Where is your cell? Where are your people? Or maybe you're a bloody capitalist working to sap the morale of the Republic? Discredit our ability to protect ourselves, huh? Look, Alek. Alek. He just like puff his, his smoke into your face. You've pissed off a certain high-ranked official out there. That man had his 2 sons taking part. And they're dead now.
I'm being blamed because his 2 sons were Western sympathizer drug users that murdered themselves after kidnapping a 14-year-old boy. You should be investigating him.
He smacks you. No, like we said, I think a piece of you is what it will take from every wrong answer you provide me with. He pulls a small knife from his boot. A nice, shiny, clean knife. And he doodles with it, like, over your nose, kind of like, shave you with it a bit. Looks like an animal. If animals can this is just an expression. We know that it's just an expression. Like a savage, completely convinced by his own, just ideals, and there is something a bit more than. Is he only a KGB? It's disconcerting a bit. Then you hear a phone ringing on the other side of the door in the corridor. Old school, Ring. Old school 1980s phones. At this point, a militia officer enters the room again, and he whispers to the KGB officer. He whispers to his ears, "It's back to you." And he leaves. Close the door again. A bit more quietly though, this time. The KGB officer goes on. Seems you... He seems super... it's like... He puts back his knife inside his boot. You know, he puts his boot between your leg and he puts the knife back in. Then he stands straight, readjusts his cap. Seems it's your lucky day, boy. Your dad is on the phone. He has something to say to you. He handcuffs you back, leads you out into a dreary corridor, just as musty as this room, and full of, you know, black mold everywhere. And this phone, you know, like there is this dangling, it just hangs, you know, wow, wow, wow. This phone is on the wall and there's this plastic, you know, wow, wow, and you have the combi, whatever you call, you know, hanging. He lets you, KGB officer lets you go to the phone if you want to.
I'll go to the phone, yeah.
Say you.
One more time.
Hello.
Hello?
Alek. Alek?
Dad?
He breathes heavily. You could see, you could see him like as if he was in front of you, you know? This mixture of hatred and both love and hatred for you. Son, this is messed up. I'm sorry, son, we messed up.
What's going? They think I murdered people. I'm being accused of something I definitely didn't do.
Don't worry, Alek. Don't worry, Sonny. I can get you. I can get you out. Okay, Sonny. I can get you out. To do that, I'll need to go. I need to go for a while. Playing another of their games abroad. Okay? I have to do this, son. Okay?
I can get myself out.
You can get yourself out and many other people in big trouble if you do so. Just play smart. Yeah? I'll do just that, me too. Okay? I'll just do that job. And go and do that job for them. Right? So you can live. You just keep living, son. You hear me, Alek? You keep living your life. Just be gone for a little while. And we'll find your mom, I promise. I'm sure she's okay. Okay? You understand? It's fucked up, you know? We messed up.
I don't understand why I'm being accused of a crime because some high-ranking officers. I'm like saying it's like I'm like overheard by the KGB guy. Some higher officers, traitor sons were murdered by himself. I'm being blamed for that.
You will
some traitors to
understand.
the party.
You will understand. Remember, it's a world of coupon. You know? Everything here is heavy loaded. Now I gotta go. I gotta go do that job, yeah? I'll see you, Alek. And he's gone. You hear the toot, toot, toot.
I feel bad not saying goodbye.
I imagine, Alek, after they let you out, they let you go with a snarl. Imagine that you'll be looking for Garou assistance. And you walk that road, that same road between Bialystok and the forest. But it's daytime. You see in the field those people. They had those weird, the communists. They would send a group in the morning to dig a hole. At midday, they would send another group to take the soil and bring it further, wherever. Then a third group to dig another hole. And a fourth group to fill the second hole with the soil of the morning, you know. They would just keep busy like people like that to say that the people were needed and handy and they had meaning. So you walk this countryside road and you see those groups doing their chores. School boys and girls, you know. And you head for Puszcza. What's in Alek's mind?
Probably disappearing. He just needs to disappear from society at this point. He needs to find the werewolves he met a few days ago, and then find his mom. So he can't go down for these wrongful murders he's been accused of.
You had I think a quick stop at Fabiola's country house, Alek, before you head off to Białystok a couple days back, yeah? So you know Fabiola's house location. And I thought that could be a good place for the crew to assemble. So we'll have Alek knock at the door, where in fact the pack is already assembled at this point. Fabiola is Alina's mentor, so I thought that she would have enough magnetism to get to at least get Lukas and Viktor Yeah, I thought Fabiola had enough magnetism to attract Viktor and Lukas there, and sort of like if not fuse the pack together already, at least bring you guys closer to each other. So when you push that door, Alek, surprisingly enough, it is packed out inside. It's not just that little quiet country house. It's packed out. There is Alina, Viktor, Lukas, Fabiola, and 9 others. Men, women. From the get-go, you know that they're all Russians. And everyone is in the kitchen, cooking, eating, smoking cigarettes, drinking whiskey, beer, talking the future, the past. Alina, you're possibly helping your grandmother just accommodate those guests.
Yes.
The 7 of them came from Russia, and 2 of them are also Russian, but they're former members of Fabiola's sept. The sept of the Crying Mother at the Red Rock Cairn. Now they're all exchanging, information, memories, dreams, visions, ideals. It's big, it's ultra super just duper warm. It's like a sauna level of warmth in there. Not even mentioning the number of pies that go, pies and whatnot, meats and all sorts.
Do any of them happen to offer any medical attention? Because my health tracker is not doing very nice.
You lick here, then you lick here.
No more licking or peeing, please. Thanks.
Oh, Victor, this is all we're doing from now on.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not how any of this works.
Victor is barely.
Be free, Victor. Be free.
How come Lukas be so? You regenerated, Lukas, but Victor, you had time to regenerate most of it.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm part as well, eh?
I think Victor, you had 1 superficial just for the
The bruises.
just because.
Okay.
To look
Works
cool.
for me.
Yeah, Lukas too. I think just one superficial, just like a little, just as a reminder, the good old days in with the Gaia's Vanguard and the Crimson Meadow and East Berlin and.
Yeah, the eye has finally come back completely, so it's full color, but it's kind of like a black eye now instead of gashed open.
What about me, Andy?
I think were you scared for her? I think you saw her, fighting in the Umbra. She was I don't know, doing stuff with the spirits and assisting Starwolf. You saw Darius fall. Your pet, the falcon, is never too far. Although it's growing,
Next year.
it will become older and finally look for life. Yeah. But it's still a good pal, still a good friend of yours.
Now, I'll make sure to introduce it to our guests. What about my wounds? I have aggravated damage as well. Superficial.
Mm. Well, you're down to rage. Everyone is at rage 1. Between rage 1 and 3, you pick. Yeah. You pick your rage between 1 and 3. And your health.
I'll stay at 2.
Good. Alina, your health. It was a bit more recent. Let's say that you're at 2 superficial.
Okay.
I think I want Alek to suffer 2 superficial willpower. Maybe even more if you want. Know what I mean?
There we go. All right.
And those visitors, yeah, tell us a little bit about your trio. What was the last? How did you come? How do you happen to be here, Viktor and Lukas? Did Alina just basically so because you guys are basically homeless, yeah? No,
Yeah,
you don't have
she was going to
papers?
show us how to lick our clothes and make them not rip apart.
Look, guys, if you seek for a place to live, I will be very glad if you want to stay at my father's house. It's not very far from here. It's isolated, very close to the woods. You can stay if you want. I told him to leave the house because I want to move in there. But all this experience now, I think I will go to the city, study a little bit. So you can have the place. And if you don't mind my father, you can keep an eye on him a little bit for me. Exchange of services.
Okay, well, that's an option.
It needs some repairs. But I think it's not something like 2 boys like you cannot handle. You can turn into a
Fair
man
enough.
cave.
By the way, you're speaking
Wolf den.
rudimentary Polish at this point, yeah? Did you spend your 2 XPs to learn Polish, guys? We made it 2 XPs instead of 3 to learn Polish. Yeah.
I can go ahead and do that real quick.
Adi, I really like this song. Okay? I try to find it, but I can't.
I spent 2 XP to learn in Ireland.
I'll give you the link later. Say again, Mike?
No, it would be very nice for my theater exercise.
I spent 2 XP to learn another language.
But if you want to... But no, you had already that in your background, didn't you? Linguistic?
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't want a third one. I feel like that'd be useful.
No, but look, Alek, you spoke already.
German and Polish. I was gonna see if you can learn Russian too.
You want to learn Russian? Yeah. But yeah, it's a good time. I think those people are here. No, for sure. And between GM and player, it's not going to be wasted.
Yeah, but the discount is for Polish. If it's not, okay, I will spend 2. The discount is for all languages.
No, it's killing me. 3 XPs, 3 XPs just for language. For it's because we might as well do it for free, but still not, because we want kind of like respect. It's still a game about ethnicities and language, cultures. So let's make it 2, still to respect that.
Right.
fact.
Yeah.
German, Russian, cool. And so Alina, you speak only Polish. You're the only one who speaks only one tongue.
Yes, but don't worry. Now that it's in a discount, I will be multilingual. I'm a country girl.
Yeah, Lucas will start giving lessons, but he will start with all the swear words.
All the important ones.
Exactly.
I can teach you that.
Nice. Yeah, so you have like the people share dishes at the table, and they share insults in 3 languages. It's a lively room. Though something hangs in the air, there is always, of course, it's Werewolf. It's the world of darkness. Those people have a story.
Okay.
They're Russians, so they're deep, but somewhat undecipherable. And particularly those, those 2 that come from the Sept of the Crying Mother, the Red Rock caern. Their name is Gogol, Slippery Snow, and Evgeny Hard Rock. And everyone jokes about the fact that they're lupus born, and that they talk a better Russian than those children of Gaia who just exiled themselves from Russia. Actually,
Okay.
those 7 Russian are homid, and their Russian is no better than the Russian of those 2 lupuses who lived in Poland for a good while already. And Gogol, Slippery Snow, Evgeny Hard Rock, they're both very, very like they're nearly they're the type of Dariush. Alek, they remind you of Dariush, this Eastern Russian type, between kind of like nearly Mongolian type.
Lina is very interested in the lupus born, in how they come with their transition and everything. It's very intriguing to learn more about it, their experience.
I think those guys are in one piece,
But also, back into the previous conversation, guys, if you want, you're still young. You can also enroll to the university and educate yourselves. Come with me at the city. I'm sure it will be fun.
University, I need to go back to middle school.
I don't know. Lucas, what do you think? Are we wanted now? Do we even get away with that? Sure, I've got a missing person report out on me somewhere.
Well, I don't know about being wanted, but I don't think I've ever heard school and fun in the same sentence before.
We will paint all the walls of the school.
Did you graduate, Lukas?
I know I did. But you're a missing person in Berlin, correct? Here in Poland, maybe no one will look for you.
Maybe I can come up with a new name, new identity to be safe.
Yeah, Viktor is too small. Maybe you should pick something bigger. Like, you hear these guys have big names. It sounds
Bigger
like,
name.
yeah, maybe a
Like,
double one. Like,
Yeah, Fabiola, she comes in with the apple pie. She throws in a big lump of cream on it, and she goes, "Yes, you need a Garou name."
well, like
yeah.
Oscar,
No,
like a double one, like Oscar Mayer.
no. I mean, you are Victor, so maybe son of Victory or Victory Bringer. I don't know.
Have we earned?
Seems a little
nicknames yet?
ambitious.
No, because
Ambitious
we've done anything
Victory.
great yet.
I think Gogol, Slippery Snow, squints his eyes. He goes, "You gotta deserve that name. It's the name who will choose you. Don't worry about that. Will come. It's looking for you. Your renown, your glory, your wisdom, your honor. You're already out there. In spirit. You may as well remain there forever. You can become immortal, not only by name, but it is your name who will ignite you. Beware of that name." And he looks at Alek as well, with a... Yeah, he just shuts up at this point.
Dick.
About Bernard.
My name.
You want to fight or something, man? Disrespectful. Get his ass kicked by a 14-year-old. I'll do it.
So, Victor, you live here. Very well.
What?
I already showed you that, right?
So the question is whether to go back to school or focus on the outdoors.
Not the outdoors. Oh, it's either school or maybe you want stay with my father near the forest and meditate. I don't know. It's gonna be boring. That's what I was thinking about. What we gonna do?
There's still some things I'd like to learn before I am a boring adult.
At that, I think that the other lupus Mongolian type from Fabiola's sept intervenes. Evgeny, hard rock. When just as you say, there are still things I want to learn. He goes and starts to say something in the Garou primal tongue. And off here you go, like suddenly the whole room is is talking in Garou mode. And none of you are super are expert yet in that tongue, which is for me like a mixture of wolf, actual animal signaling, emotional, waving, and Stone Age, actual Stone Age level. Where they, it's a weird tongue. Plus some, implementation from various eras. Maybe you have like it's as if like you had suddenly in the middle of a sentence an old English or old German or old French words. Like there are some. It's really a bastard tongue. The bastard tongue by excellence, actually. So that would be a time as well that you could all get more familiar with the Garou primal tongue and find ways to as well exchange jokes in that weird tongue. I don't know the level of acuity of, I don't know where is the edge of a joke, of a Garou joke, in primal tongue. Because a language really comes with a way of seeing the world. Those who speak multiple languages know. If you think the world in English, if you think the world in German or in French, it's another world that you see. It's a filter. And telling a joke in a specific language don't always work in the other language. Yeah. So a Garou primal tongue joke, we'll have to explore that a bit.
I think as that's going around, I'll lean into the others and ask, do you have any idea what they're saying? I don't speak growlese.
Me neither, but now I understand. When I was a kid and my granny was scolding me, I couldn't understand anything. So now that explains a lot.
What are we planning from here? What's next?
We need an adult.
An adult? All the adults.
Adults are overrated.
In some months.
I was thinking I know.
You got an
Alina
adult,
wants to go
the
to
door
school.
breaks open and Johan enters.
Oh God, an adult.
Johan.
Johan enters. He shifts back from Lupus into Hermit.
He technically doesn't count an adult.
Who needs an adult here? He sits down.
Hey, Johan.
He just taps everyone on the shoulder, and primal tongue. Hello to Gogol and Evgeny. Looks weirdly at the 7 Homid Russian. Sits down and doesn't take food. Doesn't take drink. Just looks to be close to people and friendly and fit in the conversation.
Why not? Try the apple pie. It's very good.
I was gonna ask.
Sugar?
Oh, good.
No, that's all. Sugar? No, thank you.
Yep, you're an adult.
I'm a fucking wolf, man.
That's such an adult thing to say, Johan.
Man, they are great. It's amazing. Grandfather Wolf cannot believe it. I mean, it's weird. They're back at the heart of the forest. But this place is weird, man. Like this abandoned. And he looks at Fabiola. I mean, I was born there, but during my time, it wasn't a cairn. But it was before, wasn't it, Fabiola? And she goes, yes. It's been a while. They wasted that place. Idiots. Bastards. Stupid fucking Garou. Always the same story. Wasted was that cairn. The heart of the forest, such a beautiful place. Nobody now there to mind the cairn. I don't even know if that place of power is still operational. Yeah, anyway, goes Johan. The wolf. They take care of the place. The good wardens. Good wardens. 13 of them now. Although grandfather isn't in the best of shape. What about your pal, Alek? Yagel? Is he around?
Yago?
Yeah.
Yago was the trader, right? For like the Black Sprout dancer.
No. No, it's the pal you brought back from the underworld.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yagel.
Yago. He's still in the Umbra.
He can only be there.
Since I let him out.
Yeah. But
Only can be there.
But he's your companion now.
Kind of weird.
Didn't he swear to just?
He just like follows me around, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like a few years old and he's following this 14-year-old boy around. I don't know. I think I need an adult.
Every anime ever.
No, but he's a good friend to have.
But you have
I was meaning to ask if anybody wants to. I have an adult.
But what about your dad? I mean,
Who's my adult?
The camp of the Silver Threads. Ophelia.
I think your mother. Eh? You said something about your mother.
Oh, your
well, my father's being sent away by the government, and my mom, she's still missing. And I'm currently, I mean to tell people this, but I'm currently under investigation for some random thing that happened to a bunch of hippies.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. They got what's coming to them. I didn't do
Not
it though.
something weird. You slaughtered them all.
You did what?
I told you he slaughtered a bunch of innocent people.
They were not. All right, guys. They weren't innocent.
They were innocent.
How were they innocent?
That's humans misled by the black spiral dancers. They were just hippies and they were my friends.
Oh, right. The dancers you were talking about.
And now they're dead.
Some werewolves that they believe something differently, Victor, that they believe Gaia is dying. And we all know that Gaia is in trouble, but they think by pushing some of their limits will make her reborn or something like that. But they don't realize that they do ill instead of good, and they're a little bit crazy.
They wanted to kill Gaia. So
Not the hippies and normal people that they went there for the celebration. They were misled by the whole thing and being used. And then they were misled and being used by your age.
a traitor's a traitor and a threat to Gaia if they know her or not.
No, that's not wisdom. That's not smart at all.
All right. Well, hold on. I don't know. I wasn't there, but if they hadn't have been removed, they might have just been misled and used by more black spiral dancers somewhere else, right?
Exactly.
But on the other hand,
Okay, let's get all the
we
tips in the world.
should probably ask questions first. Murder, after, right?
Yeah, the whole guilt by association, that's Stasi talk.
Well, in my defense, I went to some of them and said I was kidnapped by these people, and they not only ignored it, but they purposely went out of their way to sabotage me.
Okay, one person did not believe that you were kidnapped. I was there, I believed you, I helped you, so you have to slaughter everyone else?
To me, that sounds like they're a terrible thing. And frankly, I don't really care that they were your friends. They were
Yeah,
enemies.
really, you're in my parents' house, so before I kick you out of it, maybe you should find your manners, kid. What do you care? You don't care? Keep it for yourself. Or
Maybe,
Were they?
get out of my house and do whatever you want.
maybe if your friends were traitors, maybe we should call your loyalty into question.
Alina,
Yes.
were they
Wait.
were they your friends? Did you know them?
I know some of them. I met them in the woods after my first change, and they lent me some clothes. They were just people going to celebrate and drink
Well,
beers.
how long did you know them?
Just that afternoon.
Okay, so a couple hours.
Yes. Some of them I knew from the town. We did some painting together on the streets.
So locals you've known.
Local kids. Yes. They were just there
Oh,
for
boy.
the celebration party and the beers. They didn't have a clue what was happening.
Do we all need to flee the country again?
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna ask you guys if you want to come with me. I'm gonna get my brother, and I'm gonna try to find the most out of the way little village in Poland,
Well,
and try to
if
start a
we
life.
do that, then I'll have fled 2 different countries
We'll still be in Poland.
in. The point remains. We gotta dial it back a little bit, because if we keep murdering and fleeing and murdering and fleeing, we're gonna run out of places to go.
I'm not gonna be part of any murdering. Lukas, you don't talk much.
Yeah, I'm not big on killing, more self-defense.
I'm not saying we're gonna kill people at the new village. I'm so fucked right now, guys. I'm so fucked. I'm so
Oh my
fucked.
goodness.
I think
Oh.
That's one way to put it.
at this point, some of the 2 of the 7 children of Gaia exiled. So you've heard exiled from Russia. Having an argument as well, sort of. And generally speaking, the tone at the table starts to go a bit sour. And, people just had food and kind of like, loads of alcohol and stuff.
Uh-oh.
And
Are we all sitting at the same table, or are we off
Yeah.
in our own kiddie table?
Yeah, but I think it's no. No, I think it's safe to assume that at a large table like that, you can have multiple conversations going at the same time. Those guys are the 2 of them arguing. One wants to go back to Russia, the other says that it's impossible. That things are they've messed it up. You don't know much about what about they're talking. What they're talking about. That's sort of this whole souring of the atmosphere pisses off Fabiola, who just bangs a fist at the table, and everybody goes like, "Oops." My gentle guests, I appreciate your liveliness, but at my humble age, I have to say that you're very young. I mean, if not if not childish, sorry to say. I mean, we all have our troubles. The young just as the old. The wolf just as the man. And I'm afraid to say that, well, I kind of have an announcement to make. It's been a difficult one to consider, but I have to go and say that I need to go through the rite of renunciation. I am leaving the Silver Fang. For I'm not worth my tribe. And I feel shame. And I've been chagrined by my own sept. Zumi, yes, the Zumi, the Viktor and Lukas, no. Zumi has deserted our pack. And Gogol, Evgeny and myself has found ourselves without a pack leader, and the atmosphere at the Sept is so disheartening that I cannot envision myself taking the leadership of my pack. And I'm too old, and it's just... It's not that it's below me, it's just... Nah, I can't lead anymore, I can't. I did it in my youth, and I had the fangs for it. But I renounce now. Tomorrow, children, you'll accompany me, yeah? We'll go pay a visit to the Fisherman, yeah? Gonna have a nice time. Alek, I'm sure you'll find a new reason to be. Viktor, Lukas, I'm sure you'll see our real forester looks like and what he has to share. And Alina, well, you heard of the man, but he's something else. We're going to the Fisherman, yeah, tomorrow, the whole of us. Gonna make us feel good. He's going to conduct the rite renunciation for me. Not many knows this rite. This is a shameful rite. But some of us have to know it, and he's one of the few in the area who does it. Now, and she turns to the children of Gaia. My children, my dear children, your fate is grim. But Puszcza welcomes you. Now is your chance to look for a sept that will accept you. Although you're in Lupus territories, I've gotta say that you're going to have a hard time finding compassionate hermit people here. Still. But now that you're a camp...
You can come with us.
Ah. I look intrigued. You don't even have a place of power. Are you a pack yet? Even?
Well, I hear
Where are you
I
initiated?
hear there's an abandoned one. Am I initiated?
Yes.
I'm a member of a tribe.
Did a patron spirit accept your pledge?
Falcon did.
Oh, you're a Silver Fang. Respect.
And there's an empty caern we heard about middle of Puszcza, middle of the forest. Why can't that be ours?
We're not from here. We wouldn't like to step on anyone's stuff, you know?
It's not anyone's though. It's abandoned.
Indeed, it was abandoned, she says, Fabiola. Years ago. I don't know in what state it is now. I don't go around much those days.
We've got Johan. He's a native.
Who would just
Native.
abandon a caern? Aren't they very important to us?
That's a good question.
Sometimes, you know, Garou make things worse than they could really be on their own. Although if a cairn is not tended, yes, it will shut down. If the right of the living cairn is not sustained monthly, then the gauntlet will only thicken. And Johan goes, gauntlet or no, wolves are real here. Life is here. Umbra is a tale, an illusion. I don't trust spirits. I trust fangs and blood, roots and moss. My paws show me the way. Not some kind of intuition. Instinct is all. Who needs to cross the gauntlet when life is down here?
Johan, if you would have us, would it be okay with you if we make a move on the cairn?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Having a Garou sept in your pack's territory would help keep it protected, and avoid them from being kidnapped again.
Look, guys, they know you already. They know, they feel you. They remember you. You got to work on your lupus, you know. How do you say? You know, your lupus tongue. Got to work on that, and you can even have a family. You know?
No. That's weird. Not for you, Johan, but that's good for us.
I mean, you've got what it takes now. I mean, you know what I mean?
I mean, and a little bit. Like, I know it's not like really weird if you do it, but like, I'm gonna look at you a little different when you're human. I'll be honest with you, yo. I just no. I mean, actually, I don't even know what was going on because when I met Lukas, he was naked in the woods. That's suspicious, actually. I think about it.
Right, I think the evening will sort of like, you know, wither down. And people will just turn to lupus, and because there isn't any, there's only one double bed, so people will turn to lupus and just go sleep in a corner, you know, doggy style.
Amazing.
Not technically incorrect.
Yeah, I mean, wolf is style. The children of Gaia, the seven homids, they look like a bunch of it's a mixed bunch of younger and elder Garou. Between you and me, we'll have to dig a little bit deeper. I'll need to take time to flesh them out a bit more. But they turn to lupus and go to sleep. Yes. If anyone wants to add anything before we close the scene, and we head out to the Fisherman after.
Some clarification. Who's old and who's young? Are like the three Lukas? Are they on the younger side like us, or are they old?
Everyone is older than you.
I mean, like relatively speaking, like are they like in human like 20-ish, or are they like in their 40s or 50s?
The children of Gaia.
Are you asking physically or chronologically?
Well, that then become really old chronologically.
I think the children of Gaia are between their 20s and 40s. One
Wow, old people.
one is in her
Like
20s, but most are in their 30s, and the elder ones are in their 40s. Not old people, but and Gogol and Evgeny, they what age are you? They're in their 30s.
And then the 7 from Russia, they're what like why are they here? Like, what is their deal right now? If we know,
basically the entire Children of Gaia tribe of Russia had pledged to sworn to terminate the nuclear program of Russia to prevent nuclear war and to stop the nuclear tests and the purification of nuclear wastes and abandoned nuclear waste plants and all that. Oh. The Children of Gaia they said, we've got it covered. We're going to infiltrate the Russian authorities and turn that nuclear program, off. Then in 1986, Chernobyl happened, and the entire Children of Gaia tribe of Russia was chagrined by the Silver Fangs and Shadow Lords of Russia. And the damage from Chernobyl were so disproportionate, and I mean as well supernatural damage too. Yeah, the number of the Bane proliferation coming from that place. This is like a something else. It's like a well,
like an invading army just appeared.
It's like a well of nightmarish monsters rushing out of the of the Umbra. So it all went on the Children's Gaia, children's fault, responsibility. They played fair, and they decided to accept the chagrin, and they were exiled from Russia. Those guys are part of that exodus.
Now, are these 7? Are they like? They have like a loyalty, like ties to the forest nearby, or are they still nomads themselves?
Some of
like
them are from further east in Russia, past the Ural mountains. Some of them are from St. Petersburg and Moscow. Most of them, in fact, are from the city. So
I think, like, do they find a new pack yet? Like new
no,
scepter or caern yet?
No, they didn't.
So all 10 are still homeless.
So they are still homeless. Fabiola mentioned that there is 3 places they could try their luck. One is called the Red Rock Cairn, where she's from. She mentioned the Cliff of Sorrow, which is a cairn protected by the Sept of the Eternal Bison. That's the second major cairn in Puszcza, in the area. Cliff of Sorrow, which is mainly Lupus Run. And there is a third cairn, which in fact still is in Puszcza, but in Bielorussia, not too far from here. The cairn, the lake cairn of Maj Daga. That's where Marek, your dad, Alek, had his pack. Right, that's where he was during that night, that fateful night. The lake cairn of Maj Daga is protected by the sept of the visionary eel. So Fabiola mentions those three cairns that are actively occupied, protected, and stuff, and she invites the children of Gaia to try their luck there. But as you've already made you come in and you made that proposition, they look interested. You know,
all of them, all 10 look interested.
No, not all of them. No. You know, it's not going to be that simple. You know, you're Garou. chill, boy. Very complicated stuff. You know, you're not from East Berlin, are you?
Mm-mm. Well, like, so there's only like really two options for them, right? Because the ones in Russia, and they're, I'm guessing, like banned from Russia almost.
Bielorussia, the lake cairn Majdaga is Bielorussia, so it's technically not Russia. So they could still give it a
Oh, like Belarus, the country Belarus.
Belarus, yeah. Belarus, yeah. Sorry, I'm saying Belarusia, Belarus.
American education, a little bit of a difference. Oh my God, the water tried to kill me again.
Next session, I'll come up with a map, a geographical map, an actual geographical map for players.
With like territories and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that you know, it will accompany the relationship map. You know, we need both. It's gonna be nice.
It's about to get political in here.
Yeah.
That way we can know exactly where the water is. Keep Alex away from it.
Oh.
But though I want to do something before the scene ends.
Go on.
No. Alina, I was really moved from what moved in a bad way. I think she will go from what Johan said. So she will go out before go to bed, out at the yard.
Okay. Yeah, you
will I be
out.
able to? Will I be able to find? No.
Yeah, I think it's full moon. He went out to piss, and you meet him there.
No, I want to go out alone. Do you? I don't want to find Johan or anything. I want to go out alone.
Okay, got you. Okay, no problem.
Can I find my falcon, Fabrina? Can I?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. I don't see a problem with that.
Yes. Yes. Like for the last years, the last time she's like my only friend and the person that I speak about what I think and what I believe. So I will start like a monologue to her about I don't believe this is reality and the gauntlet is fake. I think the reality is there and the truth is there. He can't believe that. How he could travel there and still say such a thing. Can I like go through the gauntlet by will?
You need you need at this time in our World of Darkness you know, history, You need a reflective surface. We're still in V1, still in kind of first edition sort of. So you know.
You mean like a pond or?
Yeah. Everyone, every Garou has the innate ability to go to for free to the. If you know the right, you can go easier, faster. But in fact, you just need a reflective surface. Yeah. When things will get bad, then we'll go 5th edition. No more reflective surface and only ritual. The Umbra is about to take a kick in the ass. Yeah, something will change.
Unless we stop it.
Can we just say that the rest of the scene, Alina tried to find a way to go into the Umbra and seek the spirits and spend some time there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then she will do that. Then, and afterwards, when she starts, she will come back and sleep, of course.
Can I not sleep at the house and just go to my actual house in the nearby town?
No, it's like 70 kilometers. And tomorrow you're supposed to go to the Fisherman.
I can go.
Say again?
Well, in Lupus, can you just run that and then come back in the morning?
70 kilometers?
No.
70?
No.
Oh.
Oh, 70. I think it's 7.
We speak European, RD.
Was it 7 or 70?
70.
I heard
Kilometers.
70.
70.
Oh,
Yeah, 70.
73 miles.
Yeah, never mind.
Hold on 1 second while I Google how fast a wolf can run.
They can travel
I thought it was 7. I thought we were in the same town.
enormous amounts. For example, they can run non-stop for 500 kilometers. Like they can jog non-stop for days on. What do you do, Alina? In the I think the place is.
I would like to seek the spirits, mostly like whatever spirit I find, I want to see, touch. This is my belief now. This is my world now. So this will be my reality. In the contrary of Johan's, this is where I will find my guidance. This is where I will find my purpose. How to make a difference in this world, how to serve Gaia. The answers is here. The spirit will guide me, no instincts.
You touch.
So yes, Alina will just. Nah.
I think you stand on the ground. Things are around. The house is there. The clouds are in the sky. Few fields before the forest begins. Everything looks is placed against the same way. The moon is I don't know, 15 times bigger. The moon is ginormous, and we just passed the full moon. So it's as bright as it can get now during nighttime. During the day in the Umbra, the sun is small and dim. During the day in the Umbra, it looks like there is a sandstorm and everything is in half twilight. But during the night, it's the reverse. And with the full moon that's so big, I think that the touch of Luna is palpable. In fact, the symbolic and the emotional, the function of things is much more apparent in the Umbra. So you have a feel for what things are made for, or made by. If you could, find a car, maybe you could know the person who is driving it. You don't have to look at the tires or the quality, or sometimes you look at the soles of people's shoes to know who they are. You wouldn't need to do that in the Umbra, I think. You just need to maybe to touch, to feel those shoes, to feel the person who wears them. I think you get in touch with the forest. There is something on the horizon. It's kind of like a silhouette in en contre-jour, and there is a huge light coming from behind. You see the silhouette of a towering, but calm, but immense, colossal bison standing over the forest. It will be there just for a while. And under its belly, they are like... this thing is big like, I don't know, the Empire State Building. Under its belly, there are like curtains of moss and lianas hanging. And on its back, there is like a mountain of trees. This ginormous thing is one with the world, with the forest. It's the spirit of Puszcza. It's a big bison tonight. It comes in different shape and form. Appears to people at a whim in various ways. Tonight it's a colossal bison. But there is something off about its breathing rhythm. You see the steam coming out of its nozzle, of its nostrils. As if it was like breathing high,
Like it's sick?
Say? Yeah, like that, yeah.
Like it's sick?
Yeah.
No. No.
Then there is a couple of loons flying in the air. Moon spirits. They're weird ones. They come and go. They flash. They distract you. You blink. The bison is gone. That will be it for that vision.
Alina will shed the tear. She genuinely really loves the forest. Really loves it. She's trying to send the wavelengths of love to the forest and everything before she goes back.
Recover all willpower in case you had a problem with willpower. What did we... Now you are good. Yeah, cool. And gain a point of experience.
Thanks.
Alright, let's take 5 minutes. I'll see you tomorrow morning when we're on the way to the Fisherman. So, we have a company heading really deep in the forest. This man Boy, you're on the way. Fabiola checks you, check you up a bit, briefs you. You're not going to see a man, huh? You're going to see a Garou. His nickname is the Fisherman, and he doesn't want to see anybody. He doesn't want to know shit about anyone. He's a hermit, and he wants nothing to do with the Garou nation. Although he's still he's not forlorn. He's not tribeless. He's actually the only bone knower around.
Well, not the only one.
So it seems. Not the only one. Yeah. Not anymore. A new brother has shown up. So you'll make good way in Lupus form. Travel fast through the woods. And you'll arrive there sort of like late afternoon. There's a good track, I don't know distance, doesn't matter. Matters to me that you arrive late afternoon.
So it's us four and Fabiola.
And all the Russian werewolves too, I think.
No, only you four, Johan, and Fabiola. The seven children of Gaia stayed at her home. And yeah, as a side note, Evgeny and Gogol, they left in the morning as well, but they headed to Zumi, their former leader, their former pack leader, the former leader of the pack of Fabiola, Gogol, and Evgeny. Gogol and Evgeny are both silent striders. And they decided to go, I don't know, have a chat with Zumi. Talk him through, having come back, whatnot, or, don't know, discuss things. Zumi is a Stargazer. Right.
Aren't they another fallen tribe?
Sorry, please say again?
Aren't the Stargazers another fallen tribe?
Not yet.
Have they left the Garou nation yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So the trip is like silent. We just turn to Lupus form and we just run there. Correct?
You can
not
primal you can primal tongue anything in Lupus as well. Huh?
Do the others talk? Like, is there a conversation going? In general, I don't want to play the conversation. I'm just asking if, in general, they talk or not.
Fabiola, I don't think has. Fabiola is in a very specific mood. Huh? She's going to go receive the rite of renunciation. She's leaving the game. She's not in a very talkative self. And Johan is in Lupus form. Lupus, he's happy out running in the woods. Nothing much to say. Or maybe like, oh, should we catch her? Oh, like, ooh, she must be tasty. You know, everything is food. He's still a very young Garou himself.
Do you remind me again what time of day it is?
You will arrive. You left in the morning, and you will arrive mid late afternoon.
Okay.
Oh, it's a big trip.
This forest is immense. Huh?
What for sure? First thing that you're gonna notice, I think people you see that Alina is a little bit playful and likes to make jokes and everything. Today, no, and I will be on the lookout, like I'm searching something in the woods. I want to be like always watching for something that is out of place or something that it's not good, and I want to be close to Johan as well.
Okay, roll a wit survival, please.
Yes.
Is that everybody or just her?
Is anyone else on the lookout?
I don't think so. I wanted to go talk to the grandma.
I think Victor would be more concerned with keeping track of everybody, making sure nobody wanders off, or at least he has eyes on all of the younger ones.
And Lucas would just be sniffing every tree.
Grandma is the eldest here, but she's clearly her mind is elsewhere. So Victor being still carrying big brother instincts, trying to keep track of everybody.
Cool. Lucas, roll roll same, please. Wits survival. Alina, as a hint to you, it's a fail.
I know.
Same for Lucas.
The wolf smelled something, but turned out it was just a squirrel.
Yeah.
I could roll with survival really quick. See if I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing special in the air. The hint is that GM says it's a fail. It wasn't just a random roll to put you on edge. Or was it?
Dun dun dun.
Johann Blattfer owes his name to his magnificent mane. Nearly as red as a fox, although with just a mixture of it's like a gray wolf combed with red fur. And Fabiola, she's a massive lupus, skinny, but she has still plenty of healthy fur. And she's a gray beige lupus with short ears and a solid build, but not much more flesh on it. What are your remind us of your lupus form, so that at this early stage in the campaign we can already have a mental image of your lupuses.
Lucas has the Clement lupus gift, I think it's pronounced. So he looks like a regular dog, like brown fur with a little bit of gray and black patches.
And would that be like a Doberman or more like a German Shepherd?
I think more like a German Shepherd, but with his bone gnar mixed in there, kind of like a half-breed German Shepherd with some other street dog in there.
Okay. Mhm. So kind of smaller than shorter than a regular grey wolf, yeah.
Definitely. I picture our dog Rhea when I think of
Really?
what he looks like. Yeah, kind of skinny, gangly.
Έλα εδώ. Έλα εδώ να
Interesting.
σε δείξω. Έλα εδώ, έλα εδώ. Έλα. Έλα.
We
I will
have
invite you to a
actually we have Lucas in
Yeah.
lupus form
Visual. Έλα, ναι.
for real. Say
But
hello,
she's
Lucas.
fat. Not skinny. Not skinny.
Oh yeah, hello,
Aw.
Lucas.
Hello, Lucas.
A good
Awesome.
face reference.
No, not skinny. Very fat. Very fat.
Okay, so we couldn't. But now we have a clear mental image of who's Lucas in lupus form. Do you guys have any clues, any ideas, something memorable? Just one feature or one or two features that we could always recall when we say he turns into lupus. It'd be nice if each of your forms had some kind of like main feature that we could all sort of like recall. Let's not go through it all. Just let's go lupus for now.
Does like the color of your fur have to base off your character's like hair color?
There
think so.
should be a connection somewhere. Yeah, I think so. It could just be an element, like if you have black hair in Homid, that could just be like streaks of black hair on your whatever fur. Your mane could be different. It's all up to us, huh?
I want to go maybe like a white wolf or like streaks of black, brown hair.
White. Mm-hmm. Streaks of black and brown. Okay, fancy. Very silver fangy, sort of like noble. Sweet. Anyone else?
For Victor, I'd say a pretty general-looking gray wolf for the area. Maybe a bit of dark fur down the back, but not much darker. No significant patterns. Not much muscle. Rather expressive eyes. And if it doesn't shapeshift with him, the bird's wing necklace.
Oh, your talisman.
Mm-hmm. Which hasn't come into play yet, but it's become a memento of simpler days.
Simpler. Oh.
And because he still refuses to pee on his pants, he might have them like at least his pants tied around his neck in lupus form. How well that works, I don't know.
gonna
That
tie
is up to
it?
storyteller discretion.
Oh,
How
I think
are
a good
you
idea.
gonna die?
We're all about to be naked after this, or at least half of us.
I won't.
No. We just packed all our clothes into a
I am
backpack, and then we'll carry the backpack.
My pants are either tied around my neck, like a jacket, like people tie their jackets around their neck and then it just goes on their back, or he's just carrying it in his mouth the entire time.
Maybe like a sack with all the clothes stuffed in it. One of us is carrying.
It's so nerdy. Go on, let's go. Roll dice, kill stuff. Fucking hell. Nah, let's talk about fashion and fur. I was looking at. Can you remind us what your partridge feather does? What was it? Partridge?
Yeah, it says partridge wing. Mechanically, it just allows someone to ignore the effects of delirium if it is given to a mortal, so to speak.
Mhm.
So it has no use to him. But if we meet somebody that we want not to lose their shit and pee their pants, it may become important.
Ooh,
Ow.
nice. Alina, a
Yes.
recognizable
Ow.
feature on your lupus form?
Yes, I was thinking I won't be a total black wolf. Lena has black hair, so it's gonna be a total black wolf. With can the significance be the eye color? Can they change? Like yeah, I would like to have the eyes at the silverish color of the moon when I turn.
Uh-huh. Gray silver
But
eyes.
otherwise, just black,
Okay.
pitch black.
I'm taking notes, but it's recorded anyway. Okay, cool. Because I want to. I need those details. My nerd, my fashion designer needs that.
The first designer, I will find the picture as well.
Maybe we could
It's a cub.
mid-journate and I'll come back with some stuff. Generally speaking, I don't do character portraits.
Mm.
I don't know why I do landscape portraits, but landscape, kind of like, yeah, it's a bit of the same logic, in fact, but it's better than the black screen. I mean, or a battle map,
Yeah,
Character portraits.
more immersive.
Yeah, more immersive. Character portrait, I think, with time they kind of like get in the way because the people they change with time. They have different moods, etc. And the character portrait sort of like freezes the person, I think, too much. All right, guys, you made it. You made it to that place. I didn't come up with an actual name. It's the Fisherman Lake. And there is
Acceptable.
a big enough lake, bountiful lake. Straight up, you can see, you can smell life from your lupus senses. You can smell that this lake is okay. With occult.
Yes.
With occult for everyone.
My stuff.
Apart from that, it's a bountiful place. It's a source of life, praise and praise and predators mingle in that ecosystem. There is much life, much wildlife happening.
Brutal outcome.
And Alina rerolls. Yeah, this is my jam.
Yeah, but still.
Still no. Nothing more.
Alec's got a brutal outcome. There's no hippies around, are there?
Raised eyebrow. Any hippies nearby?
Lukas and Alina You feel that there is something more to this place than just liveliness and good food and a healthy ecosystem. Is this a one-man cairn? You know? Why? The question starts to pop in your head, like, why would this man like not want anyone else, you know, to share the burden, you know? Anyway, not only the life, you know, the multiplicity, the plethora of bird species, fishes, all sorts of rodents, you know, water rodents, waterfalls, all sorts. Deers come drink there, you know, the whole Disney family is there. And not only that, but an incredible amount of man-made, homemade, handmade sculptures are strewn in the area here and there, hanging from branches and whatnot, standing on the wharf. Wharf? How do you pronounce it? Yeah.
Being worth, yes.
All sorts of things. Are they fetishes? Are they charms? Are chimes? Are they there to? Are they scarecrows? Are they symbolic? Are they? What are they? You know? Are they simply art? Some of them have something like something weird. Like you see influences. Definitely African, Middle Eastern. Even North Indian America, Alaska influence, basically native art influenced sculptures. Voodoo sort of stuff, you know, all sort of things are there to surprise you at, you know, behind every trunk you expect to see like an effigy of a man or whatever, and a fake animal or whatnot. And there is a little rowing boat on this side of the lake. You will go around. Anyway, you can definitely go around and reach the cabin, which as well seems to have been made of just found objects. Because to bring actual planks and boards and tools and stuff to, well, it's people did it for centuries, for millennia. But this house, yes, it wasn't built by an engineer. It wasn't designed by an architect. It's not childish. It's sturdy, but it's still this kind of like. It's a fantastical sort of cabin in the middle of the forest near that lake. With the wharf leading to the lake. Another rowing boat attached to the nearby. And a man is sitting. And he's fishing. He's fishing. Is sitting on a you know a leaning chair. He's having a tea. He's fishing. I don't know, Tom Sawyer style. Totally you know, at ease. Easygoing. The wharf.
Before we get all the way up to him,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
No, the wharf.
Before we get all the way up to him, I want to like dig in the dirt, sniff around, try to find like some worm or a grub or something, and bring it over with me and give it to the guy.
Nice.
Is Fabiola turning to hermit? I was thinking that we approach the guy, so we would. I would turn to hermit.
I am just following Lucas around, muttering in wolf, "Don't eat that! Don't eat that! Why are you? What are you doing? Don't eat that! It's not for eating."
I think that Johann Blattfer and Fabiola will approach the man in lupus form, actually, and go and greet him, you know, with their... They will snout the guy, you know, just... well, Johann doesn't know the man personally yet, but he'll go around and sniff the house, not inside, you know, just around. Just clear the territory, you know, clear the space. Like a dog would do when he comes in a place, you know, like the dog goes everywhere. They go everywhere, they sniff every corner. To know who they're, you know, who they're acquainting with. Because a place of someone's place just says a lot about them. And this man greets you guys in Polish, but he's definitely not Polish. But you can't quite figure out his origin. He's red-haired. He's ginger.
Irish. Irish.
Maybe Irish. You know his name. His real name was given to you by Fabiola before. His name is Grannie.
Norwish.
And
I will greet him as well.
He keeps fishing. I don't know. Maybe he has a small like summer hat or something. He just like goes, visitors. Oh, come on, Fabiola. Yes, yeah. Come on, come here, my old friend. And he greets Fabiola in lupus form. You know, he just hugs her around the collar. She licks his neck. Come on, yeah, we're good. I know. I missed you too. Fabi. Fabulous Fabi. Who have you brought? Oh Lord. Oh my God. Don't sniff that. Leave that thing alone. He looks at, he looks at Blattfer. Hey you hear me? Hey, Pop. Don't just come on. Of course, Johann does something. I don't know. He bumps into a sculpture, falls into the lakes.
Good day, sir. I'm Fabiola's granddaughter.
This is Alina. Yes. Welcome,
Yes.
welcome. Are you here to stay?
Goodbye today.
Huh? Goodbyes? Always.
Goodbye.
Oh, but this place, it's infinity. It's infinity's gift. Infinity's gift. Are you here to stay? He goes like, a bit. There's this weird double-edged sort of approach to him.
Question.
And Fabiola makes big eyes to him and says in primal tongue that he knows very well why they're there. He should have received messages from the spirit messengers that she sent. And yes, he agrees. He stops playing, fucking around and just puts down his cane and his angling. No, it's not angling. It's just a cane, fishing cane. Hello. Who have we got there? Ooh, German? You too? And by looking at the lupuses, huh?
Ja.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll switch back to Hamid. I mean, like,
You're
yeah,
gonna be naked?
East Berlin. No. I licked all my
You
pants.
licked all your tests?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smell like
I, however,
pee.
am naked and like hiking up my pants, like.
Yeah, he don't mind. No one really minds those things between Garou. Or it depends. Maybe a Toreador or Garou would, if there were any. Imagine the clash.
We'll hold out the worm. Here, I brought you some bait. Hopefully you'll catch a big fish with it.
Ooh, my man. I see. Let's go. Thanks a million. You're very welcome. You can stay. You can stay. You want a bit of... All right, I guess it's tea time, huh? Fabiola turns into Hamid. Well, I guess so. I'm a bit thirsty after this run. I haven't been here for ages. It's much easier to talk through spirit messaging. I hope one day technology will fill the gap. The man leaves his fishing cane, drops the worm into his worm can, and heads in to cook a quick tea. You'll spend the evening having he'll possibly do a barbecue. He will start to cook fish on the barbecue, and you'll have some of the most amazing food that when you stand in front of the lake where the fish comes from, like it can be more fresh, and it's just cooked by an expert, and just a pinch of garlic, some oil, and basta. And the man seems just so normal. There is something oddly unpenetrable about him. You couldn't even guess his auspice. In fact, if you were not told before, you would not have guessed he was a Garou. You could have sniffed him or whatnot. There was no way you could have known that.
Wow.
It's a gift, by the way, to detect even a fellow Garou. It's a gift. It's sent true form. So it's not it's not unheard of to recognize another Garou for you don't need the gift to feel the obvious sometimes. But not every Garou wants to show. So. And he says little about himself. He asks a couple of courtesy questions. He's much interested to hear about Berlin, for instance. Was life over there? I think we'll skip through the Salam Alek and go straight to business. As he will offer. In fact, as you arrive, GM just remembered. there was something going on already. He has not just lit a barbecue for the occasion, but there was a massive bonfire running in the backyard between the cabin and the forest. There is a huge bonfire going, and it was going for possibly the whole day already. As you arrive and you see the just the mound of embers that are gathered there, and he points at the bonfire sometime during the evening as the dusk settles in, and he says to Fabi, "Yeah, the sweating lodge will be ready soon. I'm sure each of you has something to get rid of. A little cleansing rite does no harm. We have travelers here, young pups, who need to shed those tears and those nightmares and, well, those mistakes that we made. We all go through the same. Life is a complicated thing. And forgive me to say, but it goes in spirals. But no pun intended. Anyway, come on, follow me. Let's get ready. Let's get naked." And he undresses on the spot in hermit form. He invites everyone to do the same and to join inside a sweating lodge that he has built, just in the same manner as everything is built around here, with found woods, just old blankets, mostly moss and all sorts of barks and stuff, and you have this sort of igloo-looking sweat lodge of about it's about 4 meters in diameter, and he invites everyone in. There is a empty pit in the middle. 4 poles or 2 poles. Yeah, there's 2 poles in the middle, just at the edge of the pit. Everyone is to sit in a circle. There's room for 6, no problem. He will lead the cleansing. He will be leading the cleansing rite. And as the night settles in, he goes out naked and with a bunch of sticks. Where he actually invites. Who is he going to invite? Hey, he says, "Alek, you give me a hand. We need to bring those stones one by one, not all at once, yeah? Just 2 here and now and 2 here and there, yeah? Come on, you're a good boy. Help me, give me a hand."
I was gonna say, I don't think Alec is taking part in the cleansing ritual.
Ooh.
He's sort of staying back because I don't think he supports Fabio leaving the tribe.
Fair point. You look at Fabiola takes a hit, takes the message, but she's well beyond that. He don't mind. Just says,
sorry, fisherman. Maybe some people believe that you cannot cleanse murder and mayhem. I will help you with the stones.
I want to point out before we get much further that when Viktor, having just put on his pants, sees this new guy just whomp shed his own pants. Viktor looks down, sees a man's penis, looks up and into the distance like he's staring into the camera. Were this a movie or TV show, and just holds this flat look of, I went through all this trouble. I wore my pants around my neck for 6 hours, and we got here to be naked again. And he goes to take off his pants.
Yeah. Why did you even bring your attire? Yeah.
Why get dressed just to be naked again?
Yeah.
Wise words, wise words. A naked man fears no pickpocket, as it were.
So the idea, Alina, is to have each of you with Granag hold a pair of sticks, one in each hand, shortish, not much longer than 1 meter long, and the two of you bring one stone. You know, you go dig into the bonfire that is like 6 meters away from the sweat lodge. You go dig out a red stone, and the two of you bring someone inside the sweat lodge, opens the flap, and up you bring the two red stones into the pit. Then you close the flap, and you sit for half an hour. Then the next two stones are brought in. I think there is a whole thing that you need to bring one stone. There is a process to open the space. You need to address and dedicate each stone to a direction and the spirit of the north, the spirit of the east. You start by the east and you end by the spirit of the north. And the first 4 stones are dedicated to a spirit. And you feel like at every step of the ritual, at the rite, that this is not a mumbo jumbo, family hippie trip. There is actually something changing in the vibration of the I think the sweat lodge feels like an actual sky. Kupol. I think you see stars. You begin to see stars, and feel like humongous beings arched under the vault of the sky. Meanwhile, where is at Alek?
I think he finally shifted back to Muhammad. I think he just put the pants on he brought. I think he's going shirtless. I think he just seeing on that little dock the old man was at, was feet in the pond. Maybe fishing a little bit. Just thinking why would Fabiola ever want to leave?
Nice.
The Silverfang tribe.
Nice. Gain a point of experience, Alek. Yep. I think it's pretty bang on. This rite of cleansing is for you guys to go through your own shit. Is to prepare Fabiola to the best she can towards the rite of renunciation. That is a different yet chapter. It's a different part of the night for her. Excuse me. So there will be shit happening. There will be much very a lot of sage smudging, as well as what's the other one? There is sage for sure to enter the lodge.
Rosemary?
Give me a sec.
Sage, he means the herb, no?
Yeah.
It's sage, rosemary, and thyme. I think.
Yeah. Lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
Lemongrass as well will be used in bundles. Sage is nice. Yeah, rosemary. All those kinds are welcome. Anyone who will want to learn this rite, it's a social rite, will be able to. I think I'll do a discount on that. It's still going to count as it's not like a rite. I think is three experience points. I'm not entirely sure, but because this one is on
I believe it's 5.
5.
5?
5, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I'll make this one 3 because it's a social rite. It's not technically. Although, let me double check. Well, we'll check one of those days. I forgot to double check actually if there are any mechanical effects, but I don't think so because the Rite of Tranquility. Maybe there's something to do with willpower.
The Rite of Tranquility.
It's in the Shattered Nation. I don't want to. Yeah, I'll double check that. Anyway, if someone want to spend XP to learn this rite, that now you went through it, so that's doable. Apart from that, there will be loads of chanting. Grannie will lead rounds of chanting. Alek, I think that will infect as well. Alek, who is sitting on this this armchair on the wharf. And there is this thing happening. There's it's like they're about to launch a rocket into Mars. There is something like there's a countdown. There's something happening in there, and it bleeds onto Alek. I still want kind of like everyone to. I want each player to come up with a spiritual vision or encounter. You can even go in the Umbra if you want, and you can even go into the near Umbra. You can just jump. It can just be a symbolic vision. It can be the meeting with a patron spirit. It can be a meeting with a dead one. I have stuff for you in case you don't have any idea. And I could actually start you up if you wanted to.
Well, I've got a perfect one. So Lukas will just kind of be hanging out, getting into the groove of the rite, and then look over and see Carl sitting there. And he'll give the knowing nod. We've finally gotten out of the city. We finally moved on with life. The past is closing and the future is opening.
Gain a point of
This
experience.
is for cleansing, right?
Yeah, gain a point of experience for that as well. It's a nice. I won't be as generous as. I think now we're kind of like shaping characters and stuff and trying to put things together. And each of you is doing a good job, so I want to reward everyone. Okay. Carl is.
I can go next.
Yeah, I think just to close in on that vision, I think that Carl he friendly in a friendly manner he punch bags you, like he's kind of like And then he gives you a hug and disappears. Alek?
I think as Alec is sitting on like the armchair, like casting out a rod, like hearing the chanting, he suddenly gets like a hit on his rod. It's like super heavy as he can't get it. But as he stands up to look over to the lake and sees the reflections, there's something like underneath the water he sees, and suddenly like he's pulled in. And something drags him down, and as he's looking in the darkness of the water, he sees like he's being dragged down and pulled, and he sees the faces of the people he's murdered at night as they continue to pull him down under. Even though like it's underwater and like he shouldn't be able to hear anything, he hears like clear voices in his head talking to him, and then suddenly he just wakes up like on the surface of the water.
Hmm. Are you nudging the GM for further beyond the veil? Yeah, stuff.
You can take that as far as
I want. I just ordered Wraith. By the way, it's coming next week.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. So it might just come in handy.
That's a fun one.
A fun one.
Ah.
Yeah. A fun one, not a funny one. It could be. I don't know. Yeah. Let's not get. Yeah. Okay. They turn those shapes. I think the vision ends in that. They were just fishes. You know, those moving shapes and stuff. But then there those echoes in your head. Those faces. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Alina and Grannie, you continue to bring more stone. That bonfire is host to I don't know how many stones in there. More than 50, I think. 50 nice stones. Sometimes you bring them into the pit and you throw them instead of just putting them down. And they just crack open, and they come. They're just volcanic red, and they just split. Then you throw a bit of water in there, and the steam goes on, and more prayers, and more singing, and more steam.
Victor, are you ready, or should I go with my...
You can go ahead. I'm not quite ready yet.
Okay, I think I have a very good one here. So Alina will be facing, at least she won't think that she's facing, the figures that, one of the figures that she encountered at her first change. Like she can see the beautiful woman in the forest. She will go close by, fascinated again of how she looks, about the peacock feathers and everything. And she will say, the worm is very powerful. Sometimes it feels undefeated. And suddenly she will hear another voice echoing, like, I am undefeated. And she will look away, but there's nothing there. And then she will continue. It has many servants. And the whisper will go again. I have many servants everywhere. And like something is trying to intervene. And while she thought that it was a good vision, that she would see the figure change its shape, and it reminds her of the cobra head again. It's gonna be like, who do you think you are? How do you dare even thinking be able to win over me? And it's gonna flash like turn the forest on fire and destroy everything. And Alina will start just screaming. And after that, we'll fade.
As you scream,
If she's screaming out loud, Victor will try and shake her awake. But if it's all internal screaming, then
That's up to Ati. I would say she's really screaming. She feels like she's burning, so she will be screaming. She will see your face eventually, and she'll take a big breath and look around. Thank you, Viktor.
are you okay?
don't mind. And Grannie goes, I think there's a boran there. There is a hand drum. And he drums the drum sometime tapping on the rim, very like it's a bit annoying. It's kind of like brings you back here, and then the low hum of the lower tones of the the deep of the drum brings you back out, and then kick. You're back here, and then boom, 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 and you're out. And he said, don't mind her, do your thing. He's midway between Homid and Glabro at this point, I think.
What time of day are we looking at now?
It's 3 a.m. We've been there like 5 hours. 4 hours already. Dusk is coming in like an hour and a half or so. Dawn.
Is the moon visible?
If you want to, like I said, your colossus is under the vault of the sky. If you want to see the moon, you can touch her. You can have her in the bottom of your palm.
I ask because I have Moon Thrall as my 2-dot flaw.
Okay.
I think Victor has been avoiding looking up, avoiding looking at Luna, as if ignoring her presence, ignoring who and what he is, ignoring the memories about first time her half moon phase held its sway over him and thus condemned his sister Hannah. But when he, after helping Alina and being spoken to by Bonar, his focus on not looking up wavers, and the moon, in whatever phase it's in, grabs him. He's compelled to shift to Glabro. And we're doing visions that point of Harano
Hmm.
feels like claws, fingers, even talons sinking into his shoulders from a creature behind, the haunting memory of what Hannah became, that he's still allowing carry with him, that needs to be cleansed. The spirits of a frog and a hedgehog might be scurrying nearby, but it's the haunting memory of the clawed thing on his back that follows him. There might be image of a horse-like creature in the fog that he, in his mind's eye, looks up and pursues.
I see hooves tracks that go up in the air towards the moon, or so some kind of like flying hooves. Yes, for sure.
I'd try to follow while blood seeps from the claw wounds around my body and tears from my eyes, sweat from every pore from the right.
I think you hover through the woods towards the moon, amidst the branches, and sitting on one of those boughs, a creature is there on your way, and she's a Dionysian sort of faun with horse legs and the top part of the chest of a beautiful woman, naked, furred horse legs, hooves, small breasts, big nipples, strong shoulders. An elongated face, abnormally long, still human, but big lips, and a single horn protruding from her forehead. And she goes, "Hi." "Hello, stranger. Having a trip? On a journey? Where to?"
I don't know yet.
You can run away forever, you know?
I can try.
I like you.
Who are you?
I'm the one who asks
What
question.
are you?
Not, I don't mean that you could not be that one too. I'm the one who questions stuff. I try not to get burned before I know what I'm into, what I'm getting into. I'm the one trying to figure out How the hell are we gonna fix that chasm? Fill that gap between the worlds. We've lost track of each other. Those worlds used to be one and the same. It's something somewhat messed it all up. There's a big cleavage now between the spirits. Those guys like me, you know, the folk, and the mortals, the oblivious. And I don't know, man, I don't know why she gave you the power to kill your sister, but you did. But that power you could channel to do great stuff. Come together, we're gonna ask questions. I can't promise any answer, but we're gonna find those places of power. We're gonna fix the gap, close the gap. We're gonna bring the worlds together again. 'Cause I wanna know, just like you.
Will you help me find how this happened? And I gesture to the haunting image of Hannah clawing into me.
Well, many have asked. Luna is a troubled being. A hard one to catch. Her hordes of loons really don't help. But herself, on her own, she's just such a... Yeah. We can go and ask. But the next day she'll be, you know how she is. She gave you that power.
Who gave Hannah hers?
I really don't know. This too is complicated. You know, children's story. They make it simple for the kids. But it's not all black and white, you know. Plus there is a trinity. So how can it be black and white? There's a trinity, the wheel must turn. There's a motion there. And you, Garou, you're trapped in that motion between worlds, between principles. And I don't know, some bits just pull themselves out of the rule of the cosmos, and they start to mess with things. But I wouldn't go to Malfay, knock at the door of Malfay and ask that question. I don't think we'd get an answer. If anyone knew the way. Right. Have a good cleansing. You don't need to let go. You need to understand. Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
This gets a confused, curious, and satisfied nod. He's not ready to let things go, but yeah, he wants to find out. He wants to understand.
Oh, by the way,
She's content with this answer.
She turns around. She was just about to jump into the cosmos. Her Greek features, turns towards you. Her horn looks like 1 meter long now. And pointing up towards the stars. Oh, there is this place. I had much trouble accessing lately. I used to delve in there and spend time and have fun. Not much anymore. Although, something has changed. The wolves are back there. The place is in a weird state. Would you mind checking it out for me?
You're talking about the old cairn.
You know what I'm talking about. And she jumps.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the real world, Victor's just like sweating
As-
in Glabro, just like hairy and sweating and hairy.
Alina, I don't know if you guys have ever done sweat lodges. It's not always.
Yes.
Yes, it's not always a good trip. In fact, it's true, and truth doesn't come, fake. It's what it is. So the double-edged vision that Alina had will stay and stick for a while with her. I think
Yes.
that there is a real sense of threat. For again, once more, the night before, Alina saw the shuddering breath and the frail breath of the bison, and now this snake tongue, as if her inner worm was sort of like, as if like Alina the sinner was trying to, I think that, could she even imagine that something went inside her and started to work her way like a worm inside her system and suggest her stuff? I think there is a disgusting, as much as the strength that you receive when you see truth, or you have a feeling to live, to go through something true. There is a disgusting feeling as well that comes with it for Alina at this very moment.
Yes, and the doubt that for the life before that she knew all these things existed, maybe she indeed also served the worm in a way. That's just in her mind. That maybe by mistake. Or maybe she saw it and didn't do anything about it. And as this new reality comes to place and all these things, she's starting to fear, but not be terrorized. I don't know if that makes any sense. She understands the things at stake. She starts to understand the things at stake here. It's not always flowers and doves and falcons, and there is a downside. There's something else.
That contrasts nicely with the Alina we knew from a couple sessions back. Yeah.
Yes.
Well done. I think there is a flash that comes to Lukas. When it's just about as Granag invites, he says, there is a nice winding down at the end of the night. Dawn is coming. The summer morning is nearly there, nearly here. The waterfalls the waterfowl, all the life of the lake is starting to. You start to see fireflies and stuff, you know, and the first rays of the sun, you know, glittering on the lake. And just about as Lukas is about to exit the sweat lodge to go and jump into the lake, because that's the final move, is to go and dip yourself entirely in the water, you know, to do a to shock yourself, your system. Lukas is oblivious people walking, zombie-like, you know, files of people with nails, with bundles of nails, like bristled nails, shutting their ears and eyes. They can't hear, they can't see. Those nails protrude like, you know, and rushing out of their mouths, just pouring golden coins. And they go begging. They're blind and deaf. And they beg. Give me. They can't see shit, they can't hear themselves. And they basically vomit gold. And they have no idea about it. Suddenly something, as you just leave that place, and just like, what was the fuck was that, you know? And something tickles you, you know, as you walk barefoot on the grass to go to the lake. And there is a little rodent there, a little water rat. It just mingles between your you know, your ankles.
And we'll bend down and kind of pet the rat. Hey, bud, keeping an eye out on us?
Jumps in on the top of your head. Just then hangs down. Grip the back of your neck, you know. And slides down and just disappears in the tall grasses as you enter the lake. The three of you go in the cold water, and it feels like a bliss. It just feels like, you know, the answer to everything. It's the reborn phase. Rebirth phase. Where is Lukas at this point? Alek? Pardon me?
I think, like, after it all happened, like, he pulls himself out of the lake, and he kind of, like, shaken up a little bit. He goes for, like, a walk in the woods.
Grandfather Wolf is there. The wolf that you observed with your dad. The original pack leader, who's now taking a step back and let, I think, one of Johann's brothers, you know. I think it's one of Johann's brothers, actual wolf. That is now the pack leader. But Grandfather Wolf is there himself. Came all the way. But its gaze is different. It comes towards you. You know, not just like any wild wolf would go towards a Garou, not even mentioning, of course, not any human. He wouldn't go to any approach, even, you know. There's something else in its eyes. And it goes and talks in primal tongue. Hey, he goes. Dream friend, you there?
Yago?
I took the liberty to, well, I asked permission. I mean, it's all good. Grandfather Wolf is a happy host and I'm a happy guest.
Damn. I don't know how Johann's gonna feel about this.
Well, fuck Johan. I mean,
How's it feel to be a...
It feels amazing. If it feels weird now, it feels weird. It's depressing. In fact, it's a terrible idea. It just makes me so. I mean, I just feel weird because I'm a Kratos. Fucking hell. It's very hard. It's very hard to fit a Kratos in an old lupus. And my clothes, they burn. Man, I'm cursed. That's not the point. Just here to say that something weird is happening at the heart of the forest.
At the abandoned caern?
Yeah. Well, there is someone there. There is someone there. I think you should see.
See as in talk to them, or see as in kill them?
He's so violent.
Well, it's for you to decide.
Who is it? Do I know him?
I think you do.
Yeah, I go. Don't be one of those people. Just tell me straight.
Your mother. Your mother is there. I just sensed it. She smells like you.
Who brother?
I fucking don't know.
Fucking hell with Yago. It's your wolf pack there. I guess father wolves now, but okay.
Look, I gotta go.
Is she?
I gotta go. I don't wanna bother Father Wolf just too much. Have him bring you to the heart, yeah?
Yeah.
It will take a while before I can get Father Wolf used to me. I'm just bad vibes, you know. I'm just bad vibes for an old folk like him.
Take it easy on music. Wolf.
Well, yeah, he's 12 years old, yeah.
That's like what, 49 in human years?
I don't know. An old wolf. Well, I'll see you there. Lukas, you come out of the water. The rat is again. You're not even, you know, halfway out of the water, and that the rat stands on 2 feet, on his back, on his hind legs.
We'll swim over and it's be like right at the water line where your nose is just above to breathe.
Brilliant, perfect. The rat just sidles towards your ear and just murmur to your ear in primal tongue. Little murmur. Mike, your microphone is still doing it. And the little rat goes in primal tongue, in primal Garou tongue. My friend. You've traveled your bit. Gosh, you're a journeyman. I recognize you. You've come a long way. Anyway. I've heard news of a place nearby in the forest where rodents of all sorts, my children, have been slain by the hundreds. A place that used to be a protected sanctuary, tells me Unicorn. But now it's a graveyard. And someone preys on my people, my children. Please, friend, do that errand for me. Go check and fix that place. Maybe someone can come and bring back order there, so rat can enjoy the spoils of war. What says you?
Of course, my friend. I'm sure we will all be happy to help.
You help me, I help you. You know, in and or out of the city, the war is the same. There's nowhere to hide. Although, I know a few places nobody knows about.
I hope you'll show me sometime.
Oh, trust me, I will. Do this one for me. I'll show you one. See
All
what
right,
happens.
sounds like a plan.
Let's go. See you around. So this must have been the most weird nights. One of the weirdest nights you all had ever. Where the bridge or the border or the gap between the Umbra and the physical realm and between the dream world and the cycle, the mental self, all those borders blurred, and you can just peek out of the water and have a rat talk to your ears like that. Branagh brings Fabiola. The day it's just started for Fabiola. She's in human form. Alina knows her naked human attributes already. She's a well-conserved 60 years old woman. White hair. And Branagh brings her over towards another wharf. She sits there silently, her crossed legs, in meditation. She totally ignored each and any of you. Like she was in complete semi-trance when going there. Branagh accompanied her. She looked as if blind, you know. So he took her arm and led her to the wharf, and she sat there. And Branagh put a circle of at least 12 candles and lit those candles just with the last twilight of the night, as more sun starts to glitter onto the lake. He lit those candles, and she bites her. He stands back. Then she bites her own finger, index finger, and she snuffs out each candle one by one. Makes a little smoke every time, you know, little plume of smoke every time she snuffs a candle with her own blood. And she's somewhere, you know, she's somewhere. There is the rhythm, there is a pattern to her actions, her motions. And you hear her mutter, "I am unmarked. I am unclaimed. I am alone." And she snaps the last candle. And then Grannie comes and covers her with a blanket. That will more or less be the end of that scene. You may guys have need for more questions for Grannie and stuff. If you feel it's important, you can do it now. This is a character I would like to see again. So you could totally make notes. But if you feel that you want to have something resolved even more, then if it's possible, But I'd like to ask if no one has anything to add to the scene. I'd like to ask. We have 26 minutes left before the 4-hour marks. The 4 hours mark. What I have in mind, what I had planned, could go for. I think it doesn't need to. We could definitely. I think it'd be nice, even. I think if we ended in half an hour. I was considering pushing a half an hour more, and I wanted to ask if half an hour more was possible, but it would be too long. And
I have session that I run in
oh shit, yeah.
26 minutes, so
What?
I only have
Okay,
that
let's
much.
go. Let's
or
go.
less. I would be okay with ending earlier, but I don't want to rob anybody else of roleplay time.
No, okay. So
I
there
just
is-
had one question. We could make it quick. Was Rat speaking about the abandoned caern? Or if not, I would ask Krennic about the location around and try and figure out exactly where Rat was trying to lead me to.
No, I think you concert with the others, and it's the three of you were nudged towards the same place. Yeah.
I only need 3 minutes of time of Johan's time.
Oh, okay. So could we do that on the way as you go?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's okay.
Oh, it's the same. No, let's do it. Let's do it at the Fisherman Lake, the Fisherman's Lake. You want Johan? Yeah. I forgot to tell the story of Johan there. Where was he during that whole?
Yeah, I was like, what he was doing, what his experience during the cleansing.
I don't know. I think he doesn't know. He knows, but me, I don't. But what I see is that he's very far, very spaced out, and frustrated.
Okay.
Something didn't go super. Whatever truth he saw was a tough load. And there is some resentment and refusal there, denial. Feeling you'd rather maybe even not ask. You know, when you come and you see, because yourself you have this kind of like, you know how that can feel, and you can stand it. You can shoulder it. You know, you buffer that, but he's having a hard time buffering the what came.
I think what I want to say to him, it will maybe make him feel better. But we'll see.
Okay.
I want to go I want to go near him and I'm like, Johan, you said some stuff yesterday night. It really shook me up. I didn't respond immediately because I needed some time to think. But what does your instinct say about me, Johan?
You're the eyes. You will always keep an eye where the blind cannot see. With you, our pack. You're the third eye of the pack.
Give me your hand, Johan.
He hesitates, then do it.
I will place his hand close to where the heart is. Listen to the heartbeat. Johan, you believe what you see, what your paw feels. So feel me, I'm here. I am true. I am part of this reality. And I tell you, me, that I believe in more than what your eyes can see. The forest is sick, Johan. The spirit is strong. It's here to protect the family, us, and the forest. But it needs you. It exists. It speaks through me to you. It needs your help. Listen to it. Respond.
Well, same spirit. Then why did it make humans such assholes? Alek did well. I would have killed them all. Not leave any bloody survivor. He did well. He's the best of us. That spirit is a trickster. Sweet voices. That's what they are. The worm is behind it. Behind it all. It broke the world in half. Cleaved the universe in two. Beyond is just lie, deceit, temptation. All sins come from those spirits. I am my own destiny. I'll not serve anyone. Only Wolf.
Johan, there is no beauty without imperfection. There is no only white or only black. All colors exist and they merge sometimes. Not all spirits serve the worm, though it has many servants. But Gaia has servants as well. I understand exactly how you feel.
Gaia doesn't need servants. He yells. He takes distance from you. She needs warriors. Warriors! And he
People choose.
howls. And it's a howl of rage. Anyone can take a point of rage if he wants to.
I'll go ahead and do so.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I felt it. Oh yeah. To pass wisdom to these people.
So what's the plan, guys? I suppose you head off for the heart of the forest.
Once Victor gets a chance to get his pants back on and speak with the others, he'd definitely compare notes. And in talking about the...
I would say when Johan did his Song of Rage, can I do one also?
Okay.
What? Oh no. More rage?
Is this an oh, don't have the gift. You know the rules, player?
One rage check, and my pack mates gain a rage. A Song of Rage.
Oh yeah, that kind of seals it.
So
So Lucas will go to Hispo and Hal as well. Just
So it's
no mechanical aspect, just, getting into
Nice.
the flavor.
Nice.
Charisma Glory at difficulty 3. If successful, all members of the user's pack within earshot gain a point of rage, or 2 on a critical. It does say a character can only be affected by this gift once per session. In the rulebook on page 158. So there's that. But that is up to Eddie.
Well, let's have him roll. Let's have him roll, and because it came from two different sources, and because of the night as well and stuff.
So just roll a rage dice.
You roll a rage dice. You fail, so you lose a rage. And now you roll charisma plus glory. That should be, the macro on near the Song of Rage title. When you click on the little
Charisma. Alright, yeah.
charisma glory.
I don't know if I set it up right. Can I just do charisma from attributes
Yeah,
plus
sure.
glory
Yeah,
for renown?
Yeah. I don't. Who minds?
No modifier.
Oh, but yeah. Anyone can get another point of rage if you want to. Be careful with those things.
I'm fine at 3.
Cool.
And if anyone's paying close attention to Lucas, they'll notice his eyes finally completely healed over as he goes to Hispo.
Yeah. So there will be Fabiola is officially a forlorn. She's not Silverfang anymore. She's basically retired.
Retirement.
There will be a quick, as if nothing had happened, quick goodbye with Granag. Would go back on fishing. Do you guys want to just possibly cross-check, cross those...
Yes, Victor says something about comparing notes. Yes.
Yeah, those data, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys saw in your vision, but Rat came to me and said that many of the small rodent-like creatures in the area are being killed. So I'm not sure how much we should have to worry about that, but I think we should go in expecting a fight of some kind.
Not today, but yesterday I saw the forest spirit. It was huge, it was strong, but it was sick. His breathing was not how it should be. So there is taint. There's something that shouldn't be there.
I found a horsewoman with boobs.
Victor, mind your language.
What am I supposed to say? What am I don't know about any of this spirit stuff.
Adi, would I know what the lady with hooves would be like in an occult knowledge? If I can give Victor a hint or something?
A single horn. Well, roll occult. Intelligence occult.
What's wrong with my dice? Let me roll
Yeah.
some dice.
Yeah, but she was unicorn, yeah.
Yep, I'd do my best to describe spirit, and
Well,
especially with what she said about finding out answers in places, and pointing out especially that there was a place she used to frequent but can't anymore nearby.
yeah, it sounds like the unicorn spirit, Victor, that reached out to you. Maybe it's the same place that Rat told Lucas about.
Well then, I guess we have our heading.
Yes, you should never ignore what the spirits are saying.
Alec?
Now we don't
Nope,
hear you
can't
at
hear
all.
Drat.
Hmm.
So we can say that this conversation is happening while we travel to the location.
Yeah, of course. No, it doesn't really matter because we're gonna cut through the travel. We're not going to play out the travel. But yeah, definitely.
And of course, make sure to say goodbye to our host. Thanks for everything, all that good jazz.
Yeah,
Right, absolutely.
he
Am I good?
He mentions that
Yeah, we can hear you now.
he kindly mentions that he's not used to having guests, and that he's not a hostel, that he doesn't want to have anything to do with Garou politics, and that you guys are welcome, but he'd rather not have you bring a dozen friends with you. Yeah, is that clear?
There is plenty of fish here in the lake.
Yeah. So see you soon, he says.
I just wanted to add, the father wolf came and told me that possessed by my friend in the Umbra, that my mom was at the abandoned cairn, and that I didn't have a vision, so definitely didn't have a trippy experience.
Johan goes, the fuck? Your mom? Your actual mom? The one that was abducted?
Somehow she's at the cairn. I feel like it might be with all this extra information, it might be some kind of trap, some spirit posing as her.
Who told you that?
Father Wolf possessed by Yago.
He looks,
Or
yeah.
there were more black spirals there.
What was that?
He shifts into Hispo, and yeah, shoots off.
Ah, shit.
What form you guys are
Pretty
in?
far.
I'm in Glabro.
still be in Hispo.
I'll shift it though, I guess.
Okay.
Yes, we're traveling, so
Okay. Do
it's
your
gonna
checks.
be Lucas for me.
Cool. It's a long trek. It's off in the opposite direction. The heart of the forest is somewhat 50-70 kilometers away from Bialowiejska, the little village. It's like more than 100 kilometers away from Bialystok. It's really one of the most remote place, you know. But you make it to there. You follow your instincts. Glabro has a bit of a hard time catching up with the hispos. But still, like, just to have Schwarzenegger's build isn't, it helps. It helps to run through the forest for the whole day. Just because you all have somewhat a reason to go there and check. And you arrive at a place. You see a clearing that used to be a greater clearing, but it's been retaken by the forest. It's pretty wild out there. There is a crook flowing across the clearing, on the edge of it, between the eve of the forest and the glade proper. And there is a ginormous boulder, a rock, standing in the middle of the clearing. And you can already you see like strange shapes that were carved or scratched onto the thing is ancient. It feels like, a monolith of sort, with a backstory of its own, as if it wasn't put there by accident. But it looks natural. So this is the heart of the forest. This is where we're going to end that session before we reconvene in a good while. I think we'll see each other only once next month, and then we'll see how we go through December. So the last image that you guys will, as you approach that place, the image and feelings, it's forlorn. It's as if there was a cathedral of ecology going on there, mixed with power, spiritual power, and all that is in derelict. As if you were stepping into an abandoned toy factory of, a magic, something that was, it's not working anymore. And this rock shaped like a heart stands there, and crouching under the shadow of that rock, a human shape is there, surrounded by a scattering of rodent corpses in various degree of decay. She's eating a rat and she turns. She's startled as she has very keen senses, and she's immediately started as she sees you approach. She drops the rat and seems surprised and at the same time curious, not terrified seeing the shape of those hispo. She's in rags. Alek, this is your mother, but in such a pitiful state. And her eyes are just bestial. She looks up towards you, dropping this dead rat that she was just biting at as you approach, guys. It's daytime. I'm just saying, it's daytime. She's out. Yeah.
Okay, she's not a vampire.
I gotta drop at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I will see you guys next session.
Thanks, Gab. Thanks, Emil. See
Thank you.
soon.
Have a good night.
You too. Good night. All right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
seems like a good cliffhanger.
Thank you. I think again, really nice session.
Cheers.
I'm gonna have to commit matricide. Oh no.
Say again?
I have to what's it? Matricide? Is it?
Oh, come
You
on.
kill your own mom. No. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.